Hey everybody, Hardtekticon is back, and I'm bringing you another cool upgrade kit from DMY. The D-05 designed for TFP Voyager Megatron. This one is for the Dark Energon Megatron, also known as Galvatron. So, let's check this guy out! So here he is, the DMY upgrade for Dark Energon Megatron, my Prime Galvatron. And this did a lot of things to really clean him up, make him a little bit more menacing and all that. So let's move him aside for the moment and just take a look at this box. It's cool. There you go. There you go. Something like that. Yep. And there we go. And yep. Okay. Let's open the box. Now, I've already upgraded Megatron. That's why he looks so cool, Galvatron. And these are like the leftovers slash parts from the old version and a couple extra pieces. So let's open it up. Now, first off, the head. Take a look at the new head. You can see it. There's no light piping. It's got red eyes, which you cannot see in this light. They just like look like deep, dark holes of evil, which is pretty cool. So, and this right here was the old head. Let's see if I can get it to kind of stay. There we go. So you can, a little too close, huh? There we go. Now you can pick out the differences. The mouth isn't so deep, the face isn't so narrow, and the chin isn't all sticking out really bad. Now the next thing that's upgraded, let's go and take this off for now, is the back. For a quick comparison so you can remember what the back used to look like, here we have Final Battle Megatron. Just gonna kind of readjust it here, he's a little messy. So, move this aside, move you aside, move you aside, there we go. And there is the difference between the backs. Big difference. I mean, no matter what you did with these, they were just an eyesore. I mean, really, really great figure, but I mean, what were we going to do with these? So they fixed that problem by replacing the pieces and put them on a hinge. That way they could fold up. And let's see if we can see it. Right there is a peg hole. And you use this pre-existing peg to peg into it, and now it's locked in place. And look how much better that looks. Now, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. This piece right here is a sheath for the Dr. Wu Dark Star Saber, or Tyrant Sword. I have the solid black one. It is still a Dr. Wu, it's not a knockoff or anything, but I think it fits Galvatron, since normal Megatron over here has the actual Dark Star Saber, the clear purple one. But yeah, so it's a sheath for that. You just plug it in here and put the sword in carefully, watching for all those weird spines. Okay, next up is the arms, which not quite sure why the arms were unnecessary. I guess they're a little bigger. Oh. But one big difference it made was they switched out, where is it? This cannon right here. This big old chunky thing with the flapping thing for this clear one. So, really, I didn't mind this too much, but that one does look better. I wish it was solid, actually. Get him out of the way. And in doing so, gave him new ball-jointed hands that aren't so much of an upgrade. Like, I actually kind of already broke this one. It's supposed to be plugged into 2 pegs, but one of them is obviously broken. So, I'll probably just, whoop, and they fall off kind of easy. So they need a little bit of work, and I'll probably super glue them closed kind of limp wristed because of that. The other upgrade is, see right here, on that part, you can push that down to give him his sword. I think it, no, that's all it goes. Kind of weak. I don't really use that too much. Real quick, that is not original. I did that black part just to break up the purple a little. So yeah. And this side has something similar. I'm not sure exactly what the point is. Whatever. Now, if you didn't want that piece, you could actually take it out and replace it with this one solid piece. But since I'm not using this one, I took my buddy over here, Mania King, and gave it to him. So now, yeah, I know it's not all cartoon accurate or anything, but Mania King has his own blade. So yeah. And finally, we have the feet extensions, which I unfortunately had to super glue in because they did not fit. I mean, see, some of them are all kind of gappy. But still, it makes them taller, and that is cool. So, now the arms, you just popped off at this mushroom joint right here and popped the new ones on. The head you just popped off and popped on. The old one you had to unscrew. These you had to do... No, these just popped off, the old ones. Just popped off of that. And you pop them right back on, the new ones. And the feet, like I said, I had to super glue those in. Crazy glue, whatever. So, real quick for comparisons. Here is the DMY upgraded Galvatron with his unupgraded predecessor. So, there he is with that. Let's back him up a little bit, give him a little bit more room to shine. Alright, so that's how those two look. Let's bring out the other DMY kit that I reviewed. Double Dealer, I forgot his name for a split second. Which he got the cannon, the shoulder fix, this gun, the piece on here. So there's two different DMY kits together. And actually, Double Dealer wasn't even my first DMY upgrade. My first one was Prime RD Galvatron. Ultra Magnus. And the kit came with two of these missiles, which are almost identical to the one that he came with. But Ultra Magnus cannot just have one missile. He's got to have two. And by the way, this is heavily repro labeled with the Ultra Magnus repro label kit. And it looks really cool. If you have this figure, I really recommend it. It makes him look amazing. So, there is 3 different DMY kits. Let's bring his buddy Mania King out one more time for a quick look. Face the camera, buddy. There you go. Fix his arm. So yeah, and I like that blade, especially when he's all like, "I'll get you, Rodimus!" Looks kind of crooked at that angle here. Almost looks like he's flipping us off now. But yeah, you get the idea. There's those two together. He is almost as tall as Mania King now with the foot risers. About ½ an inch off still. But with the sword, they both got the weird thing sticking up. So yeah, really like this upgrade kit. Really enjoying it. Makes him look a lot cooler. Oh, one more thing that people probably want to see. Alright, and probably the reason why this kit actually came out was so he would better scale with first edition Optimus, and the one I got closest to me is the Dark Guard Optimus or whatever. And that makes a good difference. He's still a dash shorter, but where'd I put? Okay, here we go. So I'll move this out of the way. Here he is next to a non-upgraded Prime Megatron. So you can see there's a good difference. So I think it's worth it. It really cleans them up. It almost makes me want to get like one for all my Megatrons. But I also like the fact that it makes Galvatron look even more different than the rest of the Megatrons, having a different head sculpt, different arms, a cleaner backpack, and being a little taller. So now Galvatron looks noticeably different from Megatron. And that's good, instead of just being different colors. So, I'm sure you're wanting to check them out in spaceship mode or whatever you want to call it. So, and don't get your hopes up, but let's get to it real quick. And here we have Galvatron, aka Dark Energon Megatron, in his vehicle mode, his weird Mega Jet. And as you can see, there's no problems with the vehicle mode so far. There's a little bit of gappage right there. This doesn't really want to close all the way. Sorry about getting too close. You can see the feet extensions do not interfere with robot vehicle mode, excuse me, nor does the sword that comes out of here. The only problem is how you store his cannon. Now, you remember we have this piece for the sword, and normally the cannon goes there. I mean, but where else would you put it? And there's no peg on here, no 5mm peg, so you plug this into here like that and use that peg. Stabilize it so I'm not squishing his little Dark Energon legs. And there you go. Which does look a little weird. Not too weird, I guess. Just a little bit. But it's okay. But then you think, what about the sword? Well, no difference in storing it. Gotta be careful not to mess up all the jagged parts. And there you go. So that's definitely not too cool. So if you plan to keep your Megatron or Galvatron or whichever version you buy this kit for in vehicle mode, don't buy the kit. Unless you think this is cool. But this kit, you know, like all this, that's just storage, really. This kit really is all about robot mode. So, just real quick for comparison, I have a Deluxe Transformers Prime First Edition Megatron right here. Make sure we get them both in frame. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So that's how they look together compared to and all that jazz. So I believe that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you make your decision on whether or not to buy this kit. You know, my final verdict, if it's mainly going to be in robot mode, get it. Man, it's awesome. If it's mainly going to be in vehicle mode, well, you just saved yourself about 30 bucks. So, until next time, I will see y'all later.